looked at the prices of like managed dishes, how we could go from restaurants. Miguel was going out. Yeah, exactly. I looked at the prices. Steak. There's some must be noticed. Yes, yeah.
Because I just know there's somebody back in the control room like I remember they're disparaging us. They're going to be fired.
But you're going to stand up. No, I couldn't go to she only was there for the first day.
Yeah, she was nice. As far as that one, she was. You know what I mean? Belmont,
whatever. Carry out a bullet or whatever. We did that. That's where we always meet space. That way they can walk through.
Why didn't you keep it near your station?
I'm thinking channel.
No, what was booked?
But it's good. Hey, keep spirits. That's right. I do love Jordan. So, and it would kind of split the well, she does. I would There you go. It's good to be a player first.
No?
Hi, everybody.
Lauren.
I know you're not starting with me already. You ready? Yeah, everybody's coming up. Good morning, everybody. Principal Omar Crowder is going to speak. He's being supported by all of his assistant principals, as well as the president of CASA, which is the principals union here in Philadelphia. 2 weeks ago, as most of you know, the unimaginable happened to 8 of our students as they were just heading home after school. It has been the most challenging experience for a principal who has been here at this high school for almost a decade. Principal Crowder.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Omar Crowder, and I am the proud principal of Northeast High School. 2 weeks ago today, our community suffered a tragedy on a scale that we have not seen in the history of the school district of Philadelphia. We'd like to thank Governor Shapiro for visiting each student that was directly impacted. We also appreciate Mayor Parker for visiting our school and for speaking with our students. Since March 6th, when this mass shooting took place, we have collaborated with Superintendent Dr. Watlington and his cabinet to take all necessary steps to ensure that our students could return safely, and that we had proper supports in place for both our students and staff members. In order to address our mental health needs, we have worked closely with the following organizations: PATH, which is our neighborhood mental health provider; Lyra Health, which has provided staff mental health support; Kooth, an online mental health and well-being app; Carson Valley, and numerous school district offices. Because we have over 3,300 students, we did stagger a return to in-person instruction as we wanted to ensure that we had adequate staff to support them. Additionally, we have worked closely with the Philadelphia Police Department and SEPTA Police to ensure student safety. We have over 1,500 students that rely on SEPTA each day, which is roughly 46% of our student population. We are grateful for the increased patrols as they have helped students feel more comfortable coming to and from school. Our student attendance has steadily improved over the last 2 weeks, and we are now seeing attendance percentages close to what we generally see at this time of the year. We have been in touch with all the survivors and their families. Due to the fact that they are minors and out of concern for them, I cannot release private information at this time. However, we can confirm that 2 of the 8 students remain in the hospital. We are grateful that all of them have survived. These students are beginning their long road to recovery and healing. Please keep them in your thoughts and prayers. This event happened nearly a mile from our campus, and we do not know what caused the conflict. At this time, the Philadelphia Police have not confirmed who the intended target was or why the shooting happened. We ask that you reach out to them for more information. I have met with our entire student body to remind them that we are not going to be defined by senseless street violence, and we are not going to be defined by what feels like persistent lawlessness in our city. The school that I know and love and that God has blessed me to lead is a school focused on a love of teaching and learning. I have been here for 6 years as principal and 2 years as an assistant principal. I am proud of the fact that we are the top performing neighborhood high school in the city of Philadelphia, with exemplary academic and extracurricular programming. As we continue to recover from this violence, my sincere hope is that you will remember it does not define Northeast High School. Despite hurt and fear, our school community has continued to show up for one another, and that will not change. I've made it very clear to our students and staff that this narrative belongs to us, not to the streets. I will not let the violence on the streets define who we are as a school community. Thank you.
Questions? Yeah, so we've made numerous hospital visits, home visits. We have fundraisers that are happening within our school. We've been able to also provide them with financial assistance as well.
Crowder, obviously when students return, I imagine the focus is on safety. Could you talk a little bit about what's the news like? How are folks doing?
Yeah, it's definitely been a transition back. Because we staggered our return, we only had half of our students on any given day the first 2 days back last week. And so it's been a steady return to a semblance of normalcy. And so, the mood has gone from very somber and very sad to one of students just wanting to get back to normal.
I'm curious about the timing of your comments. And were you waiting for the last suspect to be arrested as happened yesterday? Did that happen? Did that play a role in the timing of your comments?
So my focus has been on my school community. And last week I spent the majority of my day visiting students and their families and making sure that my students here in the building had what they needed to feel supported and safe. The timing as far as when we could make this happen, it just so happened that the fourth suspect was apprehended, and I was ready to speak. It worked out that way. Yeah.
What are you saying to parents that are concerned at this point? Obviously, this happened off campus. There's so much you were able to do once students leave this building.
Correct. And we met with our parents this week, and one of the things that we reiterated is that we have really increased our communication with both SEPTA Police and the Philadelphia Police Department. So this is a collaborative effort that we've been focused on, and just to reassure them that we're taking those steps and we're in constant contact with both agencies, and that we're also stepping up our patrols with our school safety office as well. And so we have the Cotman corridor I don't want to say on lock, but we've stepped up patrols around here for sure, and so that's the message we have shared with parents so far.
Prince, you've been here for almost 10 years.
Yeah.
To have something like this happen in this time, I mean, how do you, as the leader of the school, process this?
That's a great question. It's an easier question not to answer when I don't have cameras staring me down. I would say that I rely on my team, and I have an incredible team of administrators, of teachers. We've been an incredible support for one another, and that's, I've had to lean on the people that I work with, and I lean on faith.
Can you talk about obviously there's an ongoing physical recovery for the students injured. There's also this emotional recovery for them and for their friends, for their peers. Can you talk a little bit about that and helping each other through that?
Yeah, so one of the things, I mentioned in my comments that we are partnering with local mental health organizations as well as community-based organizations like Carson Valley that are going to be providing ongoing case management to help with mental health needs for the survivors of this incident. We have an amazing group of counselors here at our school that are committed to making sure that our kids are safe, and so we came up with a counseling plan in response to this that mirrored already the interventions and support that have already been in place here.
Principal, I think a lot of the times in these situations we think about the students and how they're recovering, the parents who are concerned to send them to school. But sometimes the teachers are forgotten in all of this. How are you making sure the staff here know that they're supported during this time? Because I'm sure they're probably dealing with a lot of pressure.
Absolutely, and so one of the first things that we did, so we went virtual for the first 2 days after this incident, and we brought our staff back on that Friday to give them an opportunity to reconnect as a staff. We had our counselors lead groups. We also are partnering with Lyra Health to provide ongoing mental health support for them. And this is going to be, we know that this is going to be an ongoing, long-term recovery effort, if you will. We're also, at this point, looking to partner with an outside organization that's going to focus on healing in particular for both our students and our staff. They have certainly not been forgotten here.
As far as the Peace Not Guns event tonight, what role are you guys going to play in that?
So that particular event is being led by the city council, and that's being led by the two council members.
Will you be there?
I will not be, no.
You've been here for a decade. You said this is the worst that you've seen in your time here. Do you fear that things are getting worse when it comes to safety here in the city, when it comes to our students?
Because this is so new and so close to home, it does feel that way. Yes, absolutely. And just speaking, from a personal perspective, yes. The short answer to that is yes. And as a professional educator, we know that it is, because although we're being told that gun violence is decreasing, when it happens to kids, it feels different and it's received differently. So.
May I ask Dr. Cooper what support you've been able to provide Mr. Crowder and during this time? Unfortunately, you have a lot of experience in this. What support do you have?
Basically by being here, by being visible, making certain I was with him the evening that it happened. He mentioned Lyra Health. We have a number of supports in place. So what I try to make sure is that all members call, support, send emails, send text messages, and really just provide that collegial support to him and his team. Any further questions?
Just one small detail question. Mr. Crowder, you mentioned that attendance is kind of trending back towards where you were this past year.
That's correct.
What is your average daily?
So on average, we are above 85%. So 85 to 87. Some days in the early 90s, it's just going to vary. Yeah, but on average, over 85%. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Principal, you can speak any Spanish.
Un poco.
Could you give me just a
No.
phrase? We can try that.
I'll get butchered for my Spanish, but maybe we can talk privately, and I can give you a quote for sure.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, thank you.